Witajcie w ten wyjątkowy dzień.
Welcome during this special day. I hope you had a good morning, and I'm convinced that those of you who are after the morning dose of proper supplementation are full of energy and open for another dose of inspiration this time. The new reality in which we have been living for several months means that today, instead of meeting live in a huge hall, we sit staring at monitors of our computers or phones. We can see and hear each other. What we owe to technology that turned out to be salutary at this time, it's thanks to it that borders cease to exist. The year 2020, which is slowly coming to an end, is going to be history, but like no other in the past, it will evoke an incredible power of memories for many generations to come. It was worse than many wars, and although without a single missile fired, an invisible enemy attacked the entire world. So far, it was the most difficult in terms of health, economics, as well as emotionally and socially. When I think about this year, the words of Czesław Niemann's songs come to mind, because indeed this is a strange world, and he presented us with all the challenges that we did not expect and for which no one in the world was prepared. You probably have already seen how much the world has changed and how unstable its mechanisms are. Freedom, carelessness, and possibility to meet at any point on earth, everything that we were used to slow down, even stopped for a very long time. Has it gone forever? We are convinced that it is not, however, the return to normality will surely take some time. The changes that have entered our private life have also affected the economy. Throughout the year, most of the world's economies, even the largest and most powerful ones, experienced a major decline. The collapse affects entire sectors, including the tourism, hotel, and catering industries, and the level of investment is constantly declining due to fear for the future. It's as if someone suddenly turned off the electricity and everything just stopped. When the electricity returns, it will take at least a few years to compensate for the losses of many industries. However, many entrepreneurs will not get up from their knees, and the perception of the safety of classic business will change forever. The collapse and the still real specter of the financial crisis mean that most of us live in constant uncertainty. Reports prepared by international organizations show that only in Europe the job market has shrunk by over 6 million places, and this figure is growing. Finding employment today is a great challenge, so it is not surprising that people all over the world are asking themselves what will happen next, how to live in a new reality. We are afraid for the family, for work, for our future and our loved ones. What's worse, this fear finds justification in the statistics that already show the huge scale of unemployment in the world, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, hidden behind anti-crisis shields, which many companies have been optimistic about, but they already know that the resulting obligations can be proverbial nail to the coffin for many of them, because they will not be able to pay off these obligations or keep the business in the current form before the pandemic, because the world has simply changed forever. Research says that a habit is formed in an average of 21 days, so to illustrate the scale of change in the world, let us ask ourselves the question: how have consumers' habits changed during these long months of the pandemic, and how huge impact does it already have and will have on their purchasing decision in the future? Important conclusion can also be drawn from another report. An increasing number of people are convinced that in order to survive in the job market, it will be necessary to change the industry, profession, aspiration, and financial expectation. You know what I mean? Maybe you are in this situation. How long will it all take? Nobody can give an equivocal answer to this question, but it is almost certain that the return to normality will be gradual and spread over time. If you are still running a business or want to return to your own one, you must prepare for further difficulties. You need to be aware of a number of important issues and answer fundamental questions for your future. Are you ready for the next months of uncertainty? Do you have an idea for an effective return to business that will correspond to the new trends? After the pandemic and the losses you have suffered, do you feel safe acting solely on your own account? Are you fully convinced that you will provide safety and comfort for your family? Each of these questions is extremely difficult, but you can't cover up reality and deceive yourself. You must answer it honestly. On the other hand, maybe you have made it through the pandemic, managed it, and stayed on the market, but the amount of sacrifice and time you devoted to saving your possessions has confirmed your belief in the necessity of change. Perhaps you just want to have more peace, freedom, time for yourself and your family, or you just feel burned out and work or business doesn't bring you as much satisfaction as before. Assuming life is a path, is it one you are following still making you happy? I associate this emotional state with driving a car at night in a downpour. Have you ever traveled like this? It is nighttime, raindrops are pounding hard against the hood, roof, and car windows as if trying to get inside. Visibility? Although the wipers work at full speed, there is so much water that they just can't keep up, and you can't see almost anything. In addition, navigation goes crazy, every now and then changing the route and not showing the right way. Are you sure that this is the right way? Are you sure it's safe? You can hardly see the road ahead. You feel nervous, even fear. Have you ever experienced such a situation? Do you remember those feelings, emotions, and impressions you don't want to come back to? This fatigue of driving, an unstoppable desire for it to end as soon as possible. After all, each of us wants to ride in the sun on beautiful, smooth, safe roads, or if it's at night, preferably under the sky full of stars. Maybe that's how you feel right now. We are undoubtedly living in difficult times, but among us are people who have found a safe way to successfully fight all adversities. People who are not afraid of changes, who had the courage to completely remodel their lives and reach for new opportunities. What did they gain from this? A sense of security, psychological comfort, amount of free time adjusted to one's own needs, a lot of joy and satisfaction. Moreover, it was these people acting in a moment of momentum who saw that they could help not only themselves but also others. And they really do, changing many other people's lives for the better. I saw it with my own eyes. Actually, I can see it every day. Their success and growing achievements. This is extremely uplifting for me. It fills me with optimism and faith in the strength hidden in people and in business, about which we will tell you with all the speakers during our session. We will show you the way they have gone and the way which is waiting for you to take the first step on. Perhaps you will want to do this, perhaps you will want to enter the path leading to safety, happiness, and fulfillment in an industry that is one of the few that is constantly growing and in which we have been achieving spectacular success for years. It's worth checking because our business is prepared and complete, and we will not be driving alone, but in friendly community that supports each other and with an innovative online support system. Are you ready? Then sit back and listen to the true story of Duo Life, a project that we have been successfully implementing for almost 8 years. I agree with what Bartosz said a moment ago. Today we need new solutions like never before, and there's a different way of thinking and acting because only this approach will lead us to different results. Let's start with the numbers because they have always been the best proof of not only success but also the momentum and scale of Duo Life, which has been successfully conducted for 7 years. From the beginning of Duo Life, tens of thousands of people have decided to join us as business partners and take advantage of the opportunities offered by our project. It was these people who became convinced of our products, their effectiveness and reliability. For a very large group of club members, Duo Life has become the main and for some the only source of income. However, Duo Life is not only about business, it is primarily a community created with passion for and by happy people. Duo Life is a lifestyle where we are not only earning a living but also fulfilling our dreams and ambitions. You are probably wondering how we are dealing with the current world situation. Let me give you some 2020 facts about our business. Since January 1st, 2020, we have grown by almost 60%. Not only we are doing well and we are not slowing down the pace of development, but we are even accelerating. During this time, over 30,000 new partners join us who started their adventure with Duo Life, and the trust they have placed in us is already bringing their first results. The increases I'm talking about are also a great opportunity for you. Perhaps you will want to use them. If so, our doors are always open for you. You are probably wondering where the great success comes from, despite the difficult economic situation. Let's think together. What must a given project have to do nowadays in order for its participants to succeed? I believe that the answer comes down to several answers. The first element is products. The offered products must be tested, reliable, and inspire trust, which is our daily routine. The second element is the form of distribution, which must be adapted to the prevailing realities and not be susceptible to market fluctuation and orders or prohibitions that we observe today. The third element are technologies used in the production and distribution process that must meet the highest quality standards that can be achieved at a given time. The fourth element are committed leaders and honestly presented to all business partners real financial opportunities and goals and what steps and actions should be taken to achieve them. The fifth element is to create an appropriate team of experienced professionals who know the business realities and are able to adapt to the changing market situation and will be able to manage the organization even in the most crisis situations. Each one of these business indicators is extremely important. Later, I will also have the opportunity to present you some specific data from 2020, what happened with us, and how these and not only these elements had a very large impact on the achieved results. Dear ones, the results are the results, but what you probably also know, there are more important things in life than numbers. Something that gives life to the business, something that distinguishes the largest business ventures, those that have had a positive impact on the faith of the world, on the faith of millions of people. Wondering what it is? The key element is what is in the DNA of the organization, the most important reason why the company exists. You can read in all economic textbooks that a company exists to generate profit for its owners and shareholders. Following this lead, each company must be adequately financially secured to operate freely. In other words, it must generate profit. It all sounds logical and is probably true, but this approach has an error in the organization's code. When profit is the only reason for the existence of a given enterprise, everything that happens around is automatically pushed to the background. Seemingly, a person is still important somewhere out there, but in fact, it only functions on the theoretical level. In practice, in this case, the desire for profit overshadows values that are intangible and incalculable, but play an equally important, if not the most important, role. Perhaps you know someone for whom money and material goods are the main reason to act. I also met such people. Very often they are distinguished by body language which tells you one thing and something else we hear from the interactor's lips and it doesn't add up. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever met a person like this? Do you remember how you felt around that person, safe or not? Has your alert system gone crazy? If this was the case, I can assure you I know it all perfectly from my practice, having been in this industry for over 20 years and talking to thousands of people during this time. You probably know companies whose the only desire is to make a profit. Maybe you were even a client of such a company or you work for it. If so, the question is, what did you do when you realized what the main goal of this company is? Did you stay with it or did you leave? According to me and my friends with whom we founded Duo Life, the world and people behind it change cause with effect. What do I mean? Profit is the result. It is the result of what you do every day. The reason should be giving value to other people with a pure intention and a willingness to do something really good and unique for a larger community. Where profit becomes the cause, there are often impure games and manipulations, so that a person becomes marginalized and becomes a number that is only to help achieve a given profit. In my opinion, we live in a world where man has been pushed to the background. It is easy to manipulate and use, and many institutions do just that. The person itself ceases to matter. The aspirations of the individual have been pushed under the counter, and the goals of others have been set on the counter, among which profit is the most exposed. All of this is reasonably frustrating and discouraging. Perhaps you have similar feelings at this point, and you are in this very situation where you are wondering if this is normal or if this is what should be like. And yet, a human is a wonderful creature, imperfect but capable of great things, who deserves to live as it needs and how it wants. People deserve happiness, the possibility of realizing their dreams, and chance for a better life. Do you think so too? Remember that business has a huge responsibility. Business has capital and an incredible power to create reality and specific attitudes in society. It is business that is the driving force of every economy. The world in which we live tomorrow depends largely on it. For us, the founders of Duo Life, person is the highest value. That's why we put the man with his dreams, needs, aspirations, and ambitions in the center. The man in the center is the DNA of Duo Life. Everything we do is a result of our DNA. Every action is supposed to support people. Each tool is to serve them, help them, and propel them into action. Maybe you are asking yourself, why are we doing this? Because we really believe and we have seen many times that this faith works. But this is not all. We have also found out many times that what you give comes back to you over time, and it comes back multiple times. And you, do you pay attention to what you give? We always want to give only good and pure intention. It really all starts with intention. If it's pure, good for people, I have the feeling that entire universe supports such a project with its strength. At Duo Life, we believe that the life of each of us is a gift that should be appreciated and developed. We do not wait, but act here and now to improve the quality of life for people around the world. We do this through various tools, including health, education, as well as creating and delivering innovative products for healthcare, beauty care, and extending the lifespan while maintaining good physical and mental condition. Together, we want to change the world for the better, to let your every day be a special day at Duo Life. We notice trends that are currently changing the world a lot. That's why we create and promote a unique community which is motivated by everyday activities for a healthy lifestyle and personal development. We offer a modern business model based on the idea of soft marketing, which is resistant to the turmoil of the modern economy and gives every person a chance for freedom and financial independence. We listen to nature and human emotions to create innovative solutions for Europe and modern world. In my life and business, I have seen projects where only intention was profit at any cost. Even if at the beginning the projects grew and attracted people to find answers to their needs, with time they shrank and fell. People destroy them themselves because in the center in the DNA code there was an error written. A project with an error in the sequence of the genetic code is always a delayed bomb. That's why the intention, the DNA of the organization that Piotr spoke about, is the first element of success. More elements are added to it. First, a modern proven model business. Business has changed a lot in recent years, and this has nothing to do with pandemic. The pandemic has brought further, sometimes very drastic changes, but the whole process takes much longer. More theories and business concepts just got old and stopped working. We started our business, we were looking for a way that would allow us to function effectively in changing reality. We knew various business models that we learned the hard way. When creating a team of four, we had different experiences and thoughts, but only one goal to develop a model that would create equal opportunities for everyone, regardless of experience, wealth, and skills. We had success, results, we knew the risks, and we saw the sources of various problems. Thanks to this, we looked at business and everything related to it in a different way than is generally accepted. In total, we had several dozen of years of business experience in many industries, in various models, including network marketing, where together with Piotr Pacyga we achieved the highest position in the country. In our opinion, the four of us, there was no perfect business model yet, so we just decided to create it. The process itself has given us great strength and confidence that business can be built differently, better. We were well aware of the threats posed by classic business. In this model, man is on his own. We knew the strength of the franchise model, but we were also aware of its shortcomings, the limitations it introduces, and costs it generates. We knew the power of multi-level marketing, but this model also raised our objections. We felt that it could be operated much more effectively than it's commonly believed. In the end, we decided that if so, we need to experiment. We wanted a business model that would create a better and more friendly world, a model in which everyone is greeted with open arms and a smile on their face, no matter who they are and what they are, but they will do good and change lives for the better. Our experiments, combined with a creative confrontation, yes, it also happened, and more than once, led to creation of soft marketing, because that is what we call our modern business model, ready for the present times and challenges ahead. When we started, a lot of people thought we were out of our mind. We heard that will not work, that it has no right to go. Many advisors pointed to big overseas companies and said, "What do you know? Look at them. This is how a real business is built." We, however, felt something different. We felt that if we imitate the greatest, we would always be left behind. Moreover, we did not like the mechanisms that are used there, the approach and their philosophy. From the very beginning, we focused on our own project, our own vision, and our own philosophy. Today, Duo Life is synonymous with quality and success. We already have a few followers who are duplicating our solutions. With each year, we record increases, very impressive ones too. Soft marketing works, and no one, literally no one, discusses it with us anymore. What is the greatest strength of soft marketing? This model draws wisdoms and the best solutions from other business models. It contains everything that works, adapting it to the current reality, and then implementing it according to the seven principles of soft marketing. The constantly growing number of business partners and the successes they achieve are the best testimony. Importantly, soft marketing is a model open to people and the wisdom that is in them. Our model allows you to enhance your best qualities and effectively work on the weaker ones. As co-founders of Duo Life, we are always open to our partners and Duo Life leaders with whom we work closely. We try to activate them and encourage them to think creatively. Acting in Duo Life as a part of soft marketing, you are not a passive participant in the project. Here you have the chance to become its co-creator. Right now, I encourage everyone to read the book I wrote together with Joanna Gdaniec entitled Soft Marketing, A Man in the Spotlight. The book is available in Polish and Slovak and guarantee that if you still have any questions about soft marketing, this item would help you find the answer.
Pytania dotyczące soft marketingu, to ta pozycja pomoże Wam znaleźć odpowiedzi.
Second, products. By putting people in the spotlight, you take great responsibility. Your every move is dictated by the adapted philosophy. Your posture must be adjusted to it. After all, you must not disappoint the people who trust you and who are looking for values in your project that they will not find anywhere else. Products are your responsibility and prove that people can trust you. The key question is how to act. If you want to offer a product to others, it has to be something that's needed right now and will be needed in the future. Something that people are looking for and they consider important. Let's think, what is the main fear of today's person? What does he pay special attention to? And what does he want to provide for himself and his loved ones? The answer is simple. It's about the health we want to protect, the immunity we want to increase, and a responsible life that will make us happier, safer, and healthier. At Duolife, products for health have been the main area of our activity from the very beginning. Not ordinary products, but unique compositions containing ingredients that have been clinically tested and based on the latest knowledge. Thanks to this, we know that they really work. Our responsibility and openness to people's needs is best reflected by the fact that during pandemic, reacting as quickly as possible, we release a product that helps to strengthen the body's immunity. Health is the most important thing, and we want to strongly support people in this aspect, and we constantly place great emphasis on it. Surely you know someone who suddenly felt ill and his priorities have changed dramatically. Work and duties ceased to count, and all the strength was consumed by the struggle to return to good health. We try to prevent such situations from happening. We want to provide people who trust us with comprehensive protection. The products we offer not only support immunity, but are also aimed at supporting the body in lifestyle disease. It is surprising that despite the development of civilization, despite technological innovations, and the growing state of knowledge, more and more people suffer from civilization diseases. Our immunity decreases, the quality of food deteriorates, there are less and less substances that serves us. We are supported by a group of recognized experts who argue that support with natural products of the highest quality is simply necessary today and is constantly growing. Our products really work. We have confirmed this in the form of stories of thousands of people who enjoy good health thanks to Duolife. Duolife is not only about supporting the body in good physical condition. Today's people not only want to feel good but also look good, want to stay youthful as long as possible, and maintain the right figure. Do you know someone for whom this is important? Certainly, and that's why another sector apart from dietary supplements is cosmetics. Of course, with a very high naturalness indexes and based on the clinical tested ingredients. Our cosmetic portfolio is constantly expanding. Only this year we have introduced a set of 2 toothpastes adapted to the needs that change depending on the time of day, hand gel with antiviral, antibacterial and antiseptic properties, the line of aloe vera cosmetics, Duolife Beauty Care Aloes, shampoo, soap for hands, micellar liquid, and 2 products for young skin, day and night creams, the Lazizel line for mature skin consisting of serum with an immediate lifting effect and a cream for face to which we have added a dietary supplement in capsules form, Shape Code, our latest novelty, weight loss supplements combined with a special mobile application to consolidate good habits. How much do you think these new products ranges will make the company stronger? What new opportunities will they create? Do you think having your own research center that creates unique, exceptional products is a good idea? Certainly, and we have such. Substantive support is provided by the Scientific Council composed of distinguished experts and professors. We do not buy finished products, we make our own, the best ones. We are sure that the second such, only under a different name, you will not find.
Inną nazwą nigdzie nie znajdziesz.
What distinguishes soft marketing and Duolife is a community. One of the most talked about world trends lately is creating a community, something like a clan. From the very beginning, our goal and form of action was to build a conscious community. A community based on the strength of its participants. A community that allows them to develop their passions, make their dreams come true and do good. A community that uses our products and is their ambassadors at the same time. A community where everyone can find a place for themselves, where everyone feels good, where everyone is respected. We want to create a space where everyone will be happy. We build an unconscious community, one with an access to knowledge and appropriate conditions to use this knowledge in everyday life, consolidating good habits. A community where people inspire each other. With the community, the most beautiful things begins. Consolidating good habits. A community where people inspire each other. With the community, the most beautiful things begins. Fourth, production. If you want to operate on a large scale, production issues must be properly secured. You need to be independent, and as Duolife we have two factories, a modern factory of dietary supplements and recently a cosmetic factory with many years of experience, which we additionally equip with the latest machines. Thanks to this, we have gained unique technological possibilities, and this allows us to sleep peacefully. From the production side, we depend only on each other. Fifth, distribution. We focus on a distribution method that is resistant to any restrictions, including those related to the pandemic. We do not need stores and stationary points of sale. We operate online whenever we want and from anywhere in the world. We do not forbid anyone from a traditional form of business. We will strongly support everyone who decides to do so, but most of all, we focus on online distribution, which gives the most opportunities and benefits. We are also fully aware that for the development of this form of distribution, extensive e-commerce is the key. Therefore, we regularly improve this department, constantly increasing its performance. In 2021, we plan to implement a new platform that will open a new chapter in the company's history. The work is already very advanced. Sixth, tools of online action. When the unfavorable situation arises in the world, we immediately moved a large part of our activities in the online world. So to the place where we operated from very beginning of the company's existence. Therefore, for us it was nothing new. It coincided with the premiere of probably the most advanced computer-based tool, which is an innovative system, Virtual Presenter. Interestingly, we had already been working on this system a year and a half earlier. And at the critical moment when the lockdown occurred, we were ready for all new changes because we had a tool that had already been created when other companies were just starting to think about how to find themselves in this new reality. My suspicion is that if you haven't been online before, you are wondering if you could do it. Am I right? You can do it with Virtual Presenter, even without experience and extensive knowledge. You will learn everything step by step on specially prepared lessons. And the system will basically guide you so that you achieve your goals and assumptions at the end of the road. Basically, everything depends on you. Wondering if this tool really works? Yes, I can assure you, as we have proven in numerous promotions to manager positions. Virtual Presenter has helped us and the club members who use it a lot to find themselves in this new reality and help spread wings even more. How many companies do you think would survive this period if they had access to the type of tool we have developed?
Ile firm przetrwałaby ten okres, gdyby miało dostęp do tego typu narzędzia, jakie my stworzyliśmy?
Another element that is necessary to succeed is access to knowledge and education. Soft marketing is a model with a strong focus on education, one of the pillars of Duolife. The level of success that a person achieves depends on the level of personal development, skills, beliefs, and perception of various matters. That is why we strongly support our partners in this area from the very beginning. We have selected excellent coaches who follow the philosophy of a human being in the center, sharing the same values. Together with them, we have created a whole range of information and training materials for our clients and partners. We care about personal development and shaping professional competencies so that people can achieve their success as soon as possible. In addition, we focus on mental development that allows you to grow internally, take care of relationships with others, and feel good with yourself. Because we see each other every day, at least we should. We conduct a lot of training online this year because of the situation we are in. From the perspective, we can clearly see that this approach works, that it all works perfectly. Another area for development and expanding knowledge is the one related to health. In 2015, we established the World Healthy Living Foundation, which from the beginning of its existence has been dealing with promoting an active lifestyle among people of all ages, promoting the family and pro-health behavior, creating conditions for the comprehensive development of people, helping young people in their pursuit of an adult and healthy life so that in the future they can pass on the foundation's ideas to future generations, encouraging and inspiring people to take care of their physical and mental health, improving the quality of life, both health, mental, social, and economic life, and strengthening the belief that the quality of our life depends on ourselves. The Foundation runs the European social campaign I Live Consciously, as part of which we implement a strategy of 5 elements thanks to which you can feel very good every day: nutrition, body cleansing, physical activity, proper supplementation, and stress management. As part of it, we share scientific knowledge, we shape proper patterns of behavior, promoting a holistic approach to life, whose inseparable elements are a positive attitude and the ability to introduce principles that allow you to live long, healthy, and happy life. The Foundation also organized numerous conferences and congresses attended by the best experts in the field of healthcare. So far, with our partners, we have organized 656 conferences attended by 62,000 people. The Foundation also conducts a number of trainings, courses, and educational campaigns and supports numerous actions promoting a responsible lifestyle. It also awards social leaders promoting health with the title of Health Ambassadors. So far, the title has already been received by several dozen people. The Foundation is constantly developing and entering new areas, expanding the scope of its activities. We develop for you because health is not a state, but a conscious process. So, development, 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 and the best experts in the field of health, personal development, business, coaches, and leaders. You can learn from these people.
Najlepsi eksperci w dziedzinie zdrowia, rozwoju osobistego, biznesu, trenerzy i liderzy. Od tych osób można się uczyć.
8. Financial opportunities for partners. While creating Dual Life, we are guided by intuition, observing, analyzing, planning, and most importantly, acting, dreaming on a large scale. We analyze the remuneration methods offered by various companies, their loyalty programs, incentive programs, compensation plans. We compare them with ours, and to be honest, we are really proud of what we offer. Hear a lot more about it today. 9th, investments. You cannot require investment from your partners, therefore there is no investment in our project. Dual Life draws a lot from the franchise, but in a franchise you have to invest. There is no such obligation with us. In addition, we also do not recognize the regionalization often seen in franchise. Everyone can act wherever they want, when they want, and how they want. If it happens in accordance with the rules and procedures enforced in Dual Life, we will not limit anyone because we believe that only sky is the limit. 10th, time. Will you agree with me that time is our most valuable asset? Is it good that project doesn't require a full-time commitment? Of course, and that's exactly what Dual Life is about. Few, when starting something new, are ready to rearrange everything, give up what they are doing and fully devote themselves to a new activity. Dual Life provides great flexibility, so you do not have to give up your current activities. Our business does not require full commitment. In the beginning, it can be an additional source of income, an interesting alternative that gives you a broad perspective. Over time, it might become the main or only source of income. Who knows how your development will go? You have full time and territorial freedom to act wherever you want, with whom and when you want. We guarantee that with Dual Life, your everyday will be special. 11th, development prospects. Almost 750 million people live in Europe alone, and DuoLife is already operating across Europe and is gradually moving into other areas. Imagine if you could make money from many places in the world in different currencies that you may never have heard of. A tempting vision, right? And all this is possible without leaving the country. Well, even without leaving home. 12th, company management. We have an effective team of experts managing the company and its individual departments on board so that we can function effectively and provide maximum support to our partners. More than 100 people work in the headquarters itself, and the company is divided into several departments headed by efficient managers. Of course, we constantly improve our operation and strive for absolute perfection. We are constantly developing and entering a higher level for you. We create a place where office employees will feel good to best support our partners in their activities.
To jest 12 jakże ważnych elementów, dzięki którym na koniec 2000...
These are the 12 important elements thanks to which at the end of 2020, despite the unfavorable situation in the world, we can give you a positive report on your activities, which you will probably see for yourself. Let me tell you one by one what happened in the 2020. In February, in our temporary headquarters, together with the Krewniacy Foundation, the charity action My Blood took place, where together with other club members and employees, we managed to donate a lot of liters of blood that is needed every day. Another event in February, which took place live in Łódź and gathered almost 400 participants, was the Healthy Day project Received for Health, organized by the World Health Living Foundation. Also in the same month, the supervisory board of DuoLife was enriched by Ludwik Sobolewski, former president of the stock exchange. March resulted in the first international online conference in DuoLife's history, streamed into 8 languages, which has so far been shown tens of thousands of times. In March this year, a new product in DuoLife's portfolio also had its premiere. DuoLife Day and Night Beauty Care Toothpaste, and from that moment we can enjoy a beautiful white smile in DuoLife edition. On the other hand, in April, when the world was overwhelmed by an unfavorable situation, we as a company reacted very quickly, and within 2 weeks we produced another new product, namely DuoLife Antibacterial Clean Hand Gel, which has been permanently included in our assortment. Also in April, when others tried to find themselves in a new situation and a new harsh reality in the world, such as remote work, we introduced the previously mentioned innovative online work system Virtual Presenter. In May, when all people identified with the challenges of healthcare and supported them with various gestures, we as a company also supported them by donating liquid products and antibacterial gels worth $500,000 to 4 hospitals. May is also a month in which our new product catalog in a completely new version entered the market. July resulted in the premiere edition of Soft Marketing Edu Camp Online. The training echoed loudly and pleased the participants. August is another month in which we launched another novelty to the market and expanded the medical formula line with the Pro-Immuno product as a new dimension of immunity. Also in August, I don't know if you know, we released a new edition of the iconic material Start Plan on our My DuoLife platform, which says step by step what to do and how to do to be successful in DuoLife. In September, after a 2.5-year break since the fire, the renovated headquarters of DuoLife SA was officially opened. The occasion was accompanied by numerous meetings with the directors who honored us with their presence.
12 września odbył się również po raz kolejny.
On September 12, there was also online BDS, which gathered a huge audience. And its goal was, as always, to present what we do together every day. September is also a month of news and a time to implement a new cosmetic umbrella line, this time from aloe vera line. While many companies are barely making ends meet, at the moment, as you can see, we have implemented many new products that have been quite successful. October started with the charity training marathon entitled Duo Life Leaders for the Help Furaha Foundation, during which 22 speakers and the entire Duo Life Management Board provided the participant with exceptional and unique knowledge and attention. Thanks to this action, almost 53,000 zlotys were collected, which were directly transferred to the account of the Help Furaha Foundation. And the goal is lofty: purchase of a land for rehabilitation center for children with cerebral palsy, autism and Down syndrome. October is also the moment in which the new website of the foundation was released, website to which I invite you today. In the same month, our marketing department inaugurated a marketing novelty in the form of a combo leaflet, which contained samples of selected cosmetics products. Interestingly, one bath of leaflets was sold in just a dozen of hours. November is another month of premiere and news thanks to the launch through the World Health Living Foundation, a practical guide to support your resilience. Dr. Honoris Causa Piotr Kardasz and Doctor of Biological Science Karolina Trzeciak on 52 pages of the e-book explain what is immunity, what influence on the immune system have individual pillars of the 5S strategy: conscious nutrition, physical fitness, natural supplementation, effective body cleansing, stress management. In November also, under the watchful eye of our member of the supervisory board, the second issue of shares was issued, which each of you can use and start earning not only from the compensation plan, but also benefit from the entire growth of Duo Life. The unique and prestigious brand Lazizal also had its inauguration in November, which entered the market with great momentum. November 16th was the day when all the previous records that the company had achieved during the 7-year were broken. Only in one day we made more turnover than in the whole years 2013-2014 when we started on the market. This day and the start of the Lazizal brand inscribed in the history of Duo Life. This month, our umbrella brand from aloe vera line has been extended with new products such as Day and Night Cream and Micellar Liquid. Summarizing this year in terms of hard data, when other companies lay off employees or go out of business on their own, Duo Life has hired 35 new full-time employees this year alone, and recruiting is open for another 25 people. Since the beginning of this year, as many as 30 employees have been promoted in their position, which clearly translates into even greater satisfaction with the job and the employer, that is Duo Life. The last statistic that I want to finish with the topic of numbers and data is the fact that in 2020, the year of crisis and global changes in the world, as a company, we rewarded our best leaders with as many as 186 released premium cars such as Mercedes, BMW, Land Rover or Jaguar. So much behind us. What's ahead of us? We are in the process of preparing to enter the stock exchange. Recently, we have successfully completed another issue of shares, which again significantly increases our potential and opportunities for international expansion. We want to develop even faster, operate on even greater scale, and break new records. Our shareholders can count on the benefits resulting from the growth of the entire organization and not only the structure of a given club member, who can become everyone who wants his capital to work harder than himself while offering the satisfaction of being a co-owner of Duo Life SA. The new year 2021 will bring another great premiere and many innovative solutions. We hope we'll be able to organize offline events and I'm inviting you to them. Our events are an opportunity to improve your skills, gain new knowledge, and meet new people whose stories and successes show that soft marketing and dual life really work. Another goal for the coming year is to return to organizing events for the Dual Life Club leaders, which brings together our community. Trips take place in two categories, director and manager, and are always on those of unforgettable emotions, opportunity for talks or business meetings. I hope to meet you soon on such a trip. Positive thing is that we achieve better results every month. We have more and more satisfied customers, delighted with the products and their performance. More and more club members and business partners join us. It is very pleasing but also obliging. So in the near future we'll do our best to become an even better company. We will certainly improve the work of various departments. We train intensively, we employ new experts. Already over 130 people work in the company, not counting two factories and external partners, but that's just the beginning. Month by month, we are more effective and even better prepared for everything so as to better support you and your team. First of all, we focus on the European market. Europe has great potential, multi-billion. In the near future, there are dedicated loyalty programs which goal will be increasing loyalty and retention. You can already prepare for these novelties and modification. It will happen all soon.
Wkrótce to wszystko się wydarzy.
At Dual Life, we believe and prove that business and success can be built on pure intention in an ethical and honest way, with a focus on the man we put in the center. Our goal is to provide the best, natural, and advanced products composed of the basis of the proven ingredients. We attach great importance to education, pro-social activities, and helping to find multi-dimensional happiness. Together, we create a timeless project which is already called the project of the 21st or even 22nd century. We engage, support, act, and the most important thing for us are always people. The coming months and years promise to be exciting. The Dual Life development strategy for 2020-2025, which we are already implementing, will bring great benefits and raise us to the level of one of the undisputed leaders in the health and beauty industry. Where do we get that confidence? This process has already started, it is already happening. Dual Life's vision for the coming year assumes the continuous development of the company. We plan to expand our offer practically in all product categories. We want to reach as many countries as possible with our products. Upcoming plans include consolidation of our position in Europe and increased development in North America, and we'll definitely not stop there. We want to be a market leader on a global scale that focuses on the best solutions. The changes resulting from development will not affect who we are, from whom, and how we operate. Our DNA, no matter what, will never change. As you already know, DNA is what distinguishes unique projects and companies, and our values are the foundation of success. At Dual Life, we believe in three basic values, which include our attitude towards the world, co-workers, and partners. Well, it's our insurance: trust, honesty, and respect. We operate reliably, maintaining appropriate relationships with everyone whose business route crosses ours. It is a belief in values and their effectiveness that help us achieve our goals and constantly move forward. Every day I talk a lot with different people, my friends Bartosz, Piotr and Łukasz also. On the other side, there are people from different countries with different social status, from whom we hear many beautiful, heart-touching stories every day, confirming our feeling that what we do has real value and meaning. I talk to students, entrepreneurs, full-time employees, women raising children, women and men of success, often great success, who have overcome many challenges. Practically everyone says that Dual Life is easier, simpler, and calmer. Remember that there's always commitment behind impressive results. Success requires a prize, but that is not the most important thing. The most important thing is what you get. Growing financial results, increases we achieve, success are very satisfying, but the greatest joy is still the sight of people whose lives have changed for the better thanks to Dual Life. It gives me and my friends wings and gives even more energy to act. When I looked at a married couple of entrepreneurs who have run several businesses at the same time for many years, living in constant pursuit under constant stress and uncertainty, and today they are happy, relaxed, and content. Dual Life is their only form of activity. It allows them to travel around the world, discover new passions, develop interests, and simply enjoy themselves. They finally started to live. I am proud that we could help these people. Another story, a young couple who after a few years in Dual Life spent another month in the tropics. How is it possible that they can afford such a long break? Because the passive income they have earned gives them money every month. How many people do you know who have such opportunities, who just get on a plane and fly long enough to explore the world, to experience this joy of discovery? When I see a young man, a student who started out fearful, went through setbacks but never gave up, and finally found a way for himself, I think he is a perfect example for others. Today, he earns great money, is an inspiration for others, and enjoys lives. He probably won't have to work anymore. When I see a woman who brings up 2 children alone, runs her beauty salon, and theoretically doesn't have time, but using the tools we have, starts to be successful, and finds time for children, earns money, and thinks about giving up the salon. When I see these stories, I feel great happiness. I have similar feelings when I look at the cases of people whom our products help to regain health and condition. There are so many of them. I'm still getting to know new ones. I see these happy faces, I hear these voices full of joy, people who have been unable to cope with the problems over years. Our products really help, and it is impossible to argue with that. With these stories, we can't argue. Often, the 4 of us talk about it. All these stories make us want to get up every morning and do with even greater enthusiasm what we started a few years ago. It is amazing to know that we are changing the lives of others for the better, that we give people hope, and that we make them smile. This is the best reward and form of payment. You can be part of this story. You can improve this world with us. Bring light to the lives of people around you. Bring light into this darkness around you. And what is the most important, what we are talking about is business, which will allow you to gain financial independence and make your dreams come true, achieve life goals, with the feeling that what you are doing has a deeper meaning. Together we can make a person not only be a number, that a person will be important again. Because people are the greatest value and deserve the best, we cordially invite you to this exciting adventure to travel together on the beautiful, clear and safe road with wonderful views and experiences that will stay with you forever. 2021 is ahead of us, a year of new opportunities in which we'll move forward again, we will grow and will achieve new records, a year in which we will help thousands of people, a year in which many people will achieve their goals, make their dreams come true. Will you be among them? Will you make your dreams come true with us? Dual Life and Soft Marketing? Thank you for this time together. We wish you the best decisions, whatever they may be. Let them be good for you.